Hey guys, it's Louis from Louie's Loops, and today I'll be teaching you how to crochet one of these little key guys. They're great for just sewing onto things, great for appliques. I've been using them, putting wings on them and using them for flying keys from Harry Potter, putting them in frames and stuff. So for this pattern, you're going to need to use an I crochet hook, size 5.5 millimeter, and I'm using Vanna's Choice in gray. Alright, so to start we're going to chain 9, make a little slip knot, and chain 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now to the first loop right there, the first chain that we made, we're going to want to put our hook in like that and slip stitch to make a little hoop. Okay, now we're going to want to chain or single crochet around the hoop. So 1, 2, 3. Now you can make this hoop bigger or smaller depending on how big you want the key. So if you were to chain, instead of 9 you wanted to do 15, you could do that, and it would be a really big hoop. And this, so it depending on how big you make the hoop is depends on how many single crochets you're gonna want to do around it. I think for this we're gonna end up getting around 18 single crochets around. So let's see how many we got right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and around here, around the end, you can single crochet around the extra little string to sew it in, pretty much. So how many we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. Okay, now we want to go into the first single crochet made right here, and slip stitch 1. Okay, now we're going to want to chain 11. Let's try 11. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And again, you can change this depending on how big you want the key. Okay, let's do an extra chain. So we're going to do 12 chains to make it one more bigger. Alright, now down the side of your chain that you just made, you're going to want to slip stitch 1 in each one. So go into the top loop right there and just slip stitch 1. 1, 2, 3, just continue this all the way down it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Now what you're going to want to do is go into the place where you made the slip stitch to connect the single crochets when you went around the hoop. So go right into there and slip stitch 1 more right there, just to connect the line. Okay, we're going to turn it around, and now we're going to slip stitch all the way up the top loop right there of the last the slip stitches that you just made. Now this part can be a little bit more difficult because you could single crochet or slip stitch it pretty tight. So you're going to want to just go into this top loop right here, and slip stitch 1, and just continue that all the way around, all the way along. And again, this is usually going to be a little bit more difficult depending on how tight you made your slip stitches. I tend to make mine pretty tight to keep it really straight and not like wobbly. So we got, let's see, we're at 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 'Oop, this one's hard. Come on. 10 and one more. Alright, so now we've done slip stitches all the way up it. Okay, we're gonna turn it like this and go around the back like that. Okay, now we're gonna want to chain 4. Again, here you can make it different depending on how long you want to make the, I guess they're the teeth of the key. So we just want to make kind of a smallish one. You don't want to make one too big, and you don't want to make one bigger than the other, or else it starts to look like an F. So we're just going to do 3 here, and we're going to single crochet into the second chain from the hook right here, and single crochet 1 in each of the chains you just made. So 1, 2. Okay, now on this last one, we don't want to single crochet all the way in this one, but we want to pull a loop through it, and then, like we did in the going up it, we want to go into the top loop right here, and pull the second loop through, and then through both these loops. This is going to keep it pointed up. Okay, now we're going to want to slip stitch down. We're going to do, I think, 3, 1, 2, and 3 down. Okay, now we're going to want to chain 4 again. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And do the same thing as we did in the first one. We're going to single crochet in the second loop down. 1, 2, and pull a loop through the first one, and then go through the next slip stitch down, and pull a loop through that, and then pull a loop through both of them to keep it flat again. Now we're going to want to slip stitch down again all the way down to the bottom. We're almost done. 1, there it is, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I think there's one more. And if it gets really tight like that, if you're having a very difficult time getting the hook through, if you put a needle through it, just like this, through where you're going to want to put your hook through it, you You can stretch it out a little bit, and it'll help you get your hook through easier. There we go. Now it's the last one. There we go. Okay. Now finally, we're going to want to slip stitch in, not the one that we came down to the first time, but the second single crochet around. So here's the first one where we put our last slip stitch in to keep it straight up. Well, now we're going to want to go to the next one right here. Okay. All right. We can cut off and pull it. Just pull the yarn through just like that. And finally, we can sew in the ends. Okay, so to sew in the end, I'll just go right through where we made our slip stitch and go around the back. 1, 2, 3 and a half. Now if you watched the last video, how to crochet video I did, it was a heart. If you make the heart instead of this hoop here, you can actually make it into a heart key, which is pretty cool. I've made 1 or 2 of those. Alright, and we're going to want to cut it loose. And there we go. Just a simple key. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe. And to check out the next video, yeah, I'll see you next Monday. Thanks, guys.